and unwavering standards and passion. To us, it's more than just selling someone a house. We move people's lives forward and guide them to a home. Handling the real estate task flawlessly is one thing, but our expertise in people and results is what clients respect about us. I believe that is what makes us successful. I'm Brian Peterson of the Brian Peterson Real Estate Group of Warsaw. You can reach us at brianpetersongroup.com.
Experience and knowledge lead to success. Metzger Property Services has been delivering successful auctions for decades. Metzger is making it easier than ever to bid online by simply going to bidmetzger.com. See dozens of current and upcoming farm, residential, personal property, farm equipment, gun, and antique auctions, both on-site and online only. Thousands of items are on sale and listed now, so why wait? Remember, it's now bidmetzger.com. That's bidmetzger.com. Metzger Property Services, expanding your horizon generation after generation.
Listen to the Tigers anywhere in the world at newsnowwarsaw.com.
When the Tigers make a free throw tonight, it scores a donation for the kids in Kosciuszko County. For every Tiger free throw this season, Oldiffer Bergen & Company will donate $2 to the Kosciuszko County Riley Kids Fund through the Kosciuszko Community Foundation. Alan Oldiffer and Mike Bergen started that fund to help parents in Kosciuszko County who take their children to Riley Hospital for Children with expenses like gas, food, and lodging. Oldiffer Bergen & Company. Financial planning, 122 West Market Street, Warsaw, and online at oldifferbergen.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA, SIPC. Bobcat of Warsaw is proud to sponsor the 3 for 3 for the KC Riley Kids Fund. This year, when the Tiger Varsity makes a three-pointer, Bobcat of Warsaw will donate $3 to the Kosciuszko County Riley Kids Fund. Bobcat of Warsaw is the dealer for the triple threat of products: Bobcat, X-Mark, and Cub Cadet. Bobcat of Warsaw is State Road 15 South, a proud supporter of Warsaw Tiger Sports on News Now Warsaw. A look at the boys' conference standings at the moment. You have 4 unbeaten teams and 4 teams that are 0-2. Warsaw, Mishawaka, Goshen, and Northwood all 2-0. Mishawaka will remain 2-0 because their game with Wawasee was canceled for tonight because they went to virtual learning Thursday and Friday, and they can't have sports when they're doing virtual learning because of COVID. Concord, Wawasee, Northridge, and Plymouth are all currently 0-2. And I want to get your thoughts on this right off the bat before we jump into numbers and things. My takeaway from that 4.5 minutes with Matt Moore was this one thing, that when they had practice on Wednesday, the coaches were still meeting and the boys had started practice without them. That may make you go, well, why did they start without the coaches? They started without the coaches because they got the message from Tuesday night.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, you and I looked at each other after the coaches' interview up at Penn in the postgame, and we kind of looked at each other and said, what was that? Well, the coach did what he needed to do. He sent a message to his players. The message was received. The players started practice without the coaches, and they had a great practice.
Warsaw's lost 2 of 3. They lost to Dwenger here, 47-39 in the last game of the Lake City Classic. Then they won at Northridge by 14 last Friday and lost by 12 at Penn on Tuesday, a game in which they were down 12 almost right off the bat, and then played it pretty much even as Rob counted. They won the rest of the game after the first, 6 minutes by 2 points. They averaged 58. They're giving up 53. They're shooting 51% from the field, which is outrageously good. They're giving up 43%. They've hit 52 threes through 11 games. They shoot 42% from out there, which is also very good, and 74% at the free throw line, although at Penn they were 15 out of 24. And if you make that 75%, you start to add up those numbers. Now you're up there. There's 4 points, right, that you get back. Now you can start to see how the game could change and how those last couple minutes might have been different. Jackson Gould back in the lineup tonight, sat out with that knee problem as a precaution. 21 points, 3 assists, 5 rebounds a game. Leads him in three-pointers with 18. The best free throw shooter at 84%. His first point tonight will give him 600 in his career, which is really only 2 seasons.
Yeah, you got to love it. Jackson, he is an offensive force. I mean, that's all there is to it. He's got one of those motors that just goes all the time. He shoots the ball well from the outside. He penetrates, he finishes inside, and he is the go-to man.
The Judas Mfukwe show was in effect the other night. He did not shoot well, 4 out of 13, but he did have 14 points. And that's what scares Michael Wolford the most, is he is afraid of what Judah can do to them at the basket.
Yeah, absolutely. And if Goshen has struggled to defend the interior, Judah's phenomenal at posting up. And if we can get the ball to him down in the paint and let him do his thing down there, Warsaw could have a lot of success tonight.
This is a game that could have Russ Winchester have a prominent position in it. Russ is such a big guy, and they've got some tall guys, but they don't have anybody as big as Russ.
Yeah, Russ is a building. Russ is an offensive lineman, defensive lineman. He's big, he's strong, he's tall, and this is one of those games where he can carve out some space down inside and really do some damage in the low post.
For Goshen, they are 9-1. They started the year 1-1. They beat Fairfield by 1 at home to open up their season on Thanksgiving weekend, and then they went to Mishawaka-Marion and they lost to Marion 56-39. But that's a tie game with about 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Drew Hogan got hurt, did not come back. So that changed that game. They have not lost since. But when you look at the strength of schedule, it's not that strong. LaVille at Elkhart, which looked like a great win at the time, and now we realize that Elkhart's taken a major step back with some young guys. St. Joe, Clay, Northridge, East Noble, Marquette Catholic, Concord at Concord last Friday. The strength of their schedule isn't that strong. Their confidence level is very high.
Yeah, that's a great way of phrasing it, kind of like you did. I went and I looked at the records of all their opponents, and you're right. Strength of schedule is not very good. But, you know, anytime you're 9-1 and your stats are pretty good, you're feeling good coming into the game. So Goshen feels really good about themselves right now.
Drew Hogan, one of the best cross-country runners in Northern Indiana, is also the best basketball player at Goshen. 5'9" senior, 14 points a game, had 16 points in their most recent outing, which was a win at Concord last Friday. But they've got two coaches' kids on this team. Deacon Hill, whose dad is the girls' coach, and that's a 6'3" junior who's averaging 14 points a game. And Quinn Bechtel, whose dad was the boys' coach for a long time of the Redskins, now Red Hawks. He is averaging 9 points per game. Quickly, your keys to the game, sir.
Well, the keys to the game are going to be pound the ball inside. Try to take advantage down in the paint. That's going to be a biggie for Warsaw. And help defensively. Help defensively. Make sure you're covering each other as Goshen's trying to move the ball around, getting those open looks.
Warsaw and Goshen. The Red Hawks have never won in this building. They hope tonight is their night. We find out next on News Now Warsaw.
Hey, it's your friend, your realtor, Phil Kuhn with RE/MAX Results.
And I'm Senior Loan Officer Crystal Wilson with Aspen Mortgage.
Just like in basketball, a good game plan is crucial when buying and selling a home.
And without the right team putting together that game plan, you could find yourself walking away with a loss.
Whether you're buying, selling, or need to do both, we'll lead you through every step of the process,
making it easy to get that win.
Visit philkuhn.com to start putting together your real estate dream team today.
Let's go Tigers!
Great rates, great service, great terms. That describes the mortgage loans at Crossroads Bank perfectly. Why not let them pre-qualify your loan before you go shopping for that great house? Apply online at crossroadsbanking.com. Call or stop by Columbia City, North Manchester, Peru, South Whitley, Syracuse, Wabash, or Warsaw. Crossroads Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
When your bank and your life meet, Crossroads Bank.
Find your new ride at Lakeside. New trucks are finally arriving. Now is the time to trade up, or now is the time to build your dream car. Lakeside has build slots open and ready to be filled. Get your vehicle directly from the factory and just how you want it. Stop in today and have the personal sales team help you walk through the build process. Plus, don't forget Lakeside Chevrolet in Warsaw and Huntington is the only dealer to offer warranty forever on every vehicle under 100,000 miles. Lakeside Chevrolet in Warsaw and Huntington and at LakesideChevy.com.
It's game time. For the tip-off, here's Roger Grossman and Jared Shaw.
This is the 115th meeting between Warsaw and Goshen. The Tigers lead the all-time series 72-42. Since 1994, Warsaw has won 26 of 31 games. Once again, here's Ron Henry.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please stand for the playing of the national anthem, and gentlemen, please remove your hats. The national anthem will be played by the Tiger Band. Once again, welcome to the Tiger Den, home of the Fighting Tigers. Tonight, the Tigers are hosting the Goshen Redhawks. And here are the starting lineups, first of all, for the Redhawks. Starting at guard, number 3, Drew Hogan. At guard, number 21, Deacon Hill. At guard, number 22, Quinn Bechtel. At guard, number 24, Gage Worthman. And at forward, number 42, Ryan Eldridge. The Redhawks are coached by Michael Wolford, assisted by Chris Davis. And now for the Warsaw Tigers. The starters for the Tigers. Starting at guard, a 6'1" senior, number 1, Judah Simfukwe. At guard, a 6'3" junior, number 2, Jackson Gould. Starting at guard, a 5'10" junior, number 11, Nick Cactus. At guard, a 6'3" junior, number 21, Drew Ackerman. And at wing, a 6'4" junior, number 32, Ross Winchester. The Tigers are coached by Matt Moore, assisted by David Wayne and Ryan Bricker. Special assistant to the head coach is Hal Gunner, and a volunteer assistant, Jack Sumter.
Where were you in 1988? That was the last time Goshen won a basketball game within the Warsaw city limits, and that was at the old Lakeview Middle School. They'll try to undo that tonight. It's Heckman jumping up against Elbridge. Up she goes. Tip controlled by the Redhawks. And they'll have the opening possession coming to the near end. Bechtel near side Eldridge. He's a large human being. Now Bechtel off a screen Hill. Right side Hogan shooting for 3. Check that. Not Hogan. Workman for 3. No good. Winchester's got the rebound for the Tigers. Warsaw with the ball headed to the far end. Gould back out there. He probably could have played on Tuesday had it been like a sectional game or a conference game. It was not, so they held him out. And apparently he looked pretty good in practice yesterday. Heckman, Winchester, left corner for Catras. Back out to Heckman. It is a 2-3 zone. No, check that. No, it's a man-to-man defense by the Redhawks. Heckman back to the basket beyond the three-point arc. Hands it back to Simfukwe, right wing. Judah, top of the circle. Got around Hill, but then Hill got caught back up. Now Heckman on the drive. Spins back to his right. Shoots from the block and banks it in. Heckman's got the first two of the game for the Tigers.
That's it. Yeah, Heckman did a great job of a little spin move in the lane and really elevated that time, put the ball off the glass.
Hill left wing. He'll go right off an Eldridge screen. High pick and roll. Warsaw will switch it. Hogan down here below us. On the drive in the lane all the way out the other side. Now out to Hill for a long three. No good. Long rebound goes out and Worthman grabs it. Back to Hill. Three on the left wing. That's no good. Rebound grab by Catras for the Tigers. One-handed pass ahead to Heckman. Heckman spins the baseline. Throws it back to Winchester in transition. Pass was higher. He'd had a three try. Simfukwe 15 feet out of the baseline. Out to Gould. Then back to Simfukwe. Then back to Gould. Jackson yet to get a good look at his shot. He'll take to the elbow. He'll spin around. He'll lob it to the right to Heckman. 2 minutes into the opening quarter. Warsaw has the only 2 points of the game. Heckman holding right wing. Dribbles left. Down to the baseline side. Got tied up. Pressured. Lobs it back out for Catras. Left side Winchester. Russ now back out for Catras. Back to Winchester. Gould once on the baseline, but he's tied up by Hogan. Now right side Heckman. Out of the right sideline for Simfukwe. Off a Catras screen. Picked up by Hill on the switch. Spins back the middle. Puts it up. Foul call. Judah's shot hit the bottom of the rim, but it doesn't matter. He's getting 2 free throws. Deacon Hill has the first foul of the game.
Yeah, and there's quite the battle going on between Hogan and Jackson Gould. Hogan has drawn the task of guarding Gould, and he is just shoving him and leaning on him and pushing him all over the place.
He doesn't have a choice at 5'9". As good an athlete as Drew is, it's really a difficult assignment for him. First one's up and good. Hogan was injured in the regular season matchup at Goshen last year, could not finish the game. Simfukwe makes both. He had a couple of games at the free throw line where he had the yips. He has fixed that. 4-0 Tigers, and Warsaw in a 2-2-1 press. Bechtel deep in the backcourt, takes it across the line, far sidelines. Angles into the lane, throws it back to Hogan. Hogan around Gould, off the glass, no good. Gould the rebound. Jackson up the far sideline, past the Goshen bench, out to Winchester. Right side to Heckman. Heckman will drive it toward the right corner, but not all the way. Now he has the left-hand dribble. Looks inside at Winchester. They lob over the top to Russ. Into the right corner, Gould. 4-3, no good. Rebound grab by Hogan for Goshen. In transition, Hogan up the middle of the floor, angles to the left. Back to Hill. Hill will kick it out to Bechtel. Bechtel to the foul line, pulls up and shoots over Winchester and hits. Quinn Bechtel has the first 2 points for the Redhawks, and Warsaw leads 4-2.
Yeah, and the Redhawks have gotten a couple of good looks so far, but that's the first one they've been able to knock down.
Simfukwe, left wing, out to Winchester. Looking right, throws it right to Heckman. And a whistle and an illegal screen called against the Tigers. Nick Catras trying to free up Gould's going to get a foul, and it'll be out of bounds to Goshen.
And that's too bad because Bechtel just reached out and shoved Gould out of bounds as he was running down along the baseline, but the Tigers ended up drawing the foul.
4.5 minutes left to play opening quarter. Tigers by 2, Redhawks with the ball. Well, Worthman will swing it to the near side to Hill. Bechtel's posted up, but he gets shoved out in the corner by Catras. Quinn out the top, knocked away, stolen by Gould. He'll beat everybody down the court and score. I'd say that, and he looks just fine. It's 6-2.
You just took the words right out of my mouth. I was going to say the exact same thing.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. I'm in total agreement.
Bechtel off a high screen from Eldridge. Goes left. Now throws it out for Worthman. Now to Bechtel again. He'll drive right. Nowhere to go. Right sideline, Hill right in front of the Warsaw bench. Hill guarded by Heckman. Halfway through the opening quarter, 6-2 Tigers. Worthman from the elbow, shoots an air ball. Heckman the rebound for the Tigers. Drew in a hurry up the left side of the lane. Throws it back to Winchester. A catch and shoot three, good. His first three. It's 9-2 Tigers, 3.5 minutes into the opening quarter. When your big fella can run the court and shoot like that from 22, that's pretty good stuff. Hogan, right of the key beyond the arc. They got the matchup they want. Eldridge against Simfukwe, but they don't get him the ball. Hogan, top of the circle with space, shoots a three over Winchester and he hits. And we'll have a timeout taken by Goshen. 3:15 left to play here in the opening quarter. It is I thought I saw him do a 30-second. No, it's a full timeout. Full timeout, Redhawks. 9-5 Warsaw. We're back in 30 seconds on News Now Warsaw.
Monty's Best Tire and Auto Care invites you to join the thousands of Northern Indiana customers. Oil changes, alignments, suspensions, brakes, and exhaust to all phases of engine work and scheduled maintenance. Find great prices on tire brands like Bridgestone, Firestone, and Mastercraft on complete lines of passenger, commercial, industrial, forklift, farm, and off-the-road tires. Monty's Best One Tire and Auto Care Center. Selling tires, serving people.
We're the best cops left.
News Now Warsaw, WRSW 1480 AM and W259 DJ 99.7 FM.
Roger Grossman, Rob Reniker with you. 9-5 Tigers. A full timeout taken by Michael Wolford. I always find it interesting. I want to sit down with Michael, who I know very well. I want to find out why he didn't take that timeout after Warsaw hit the three-pointer to go up 9-2.
Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it? And you know, he took a full timeout and used about 30 seconds of it. His kids were back out on the floor with 30 seconds left in that, of time left to talk, and he just had a couple of things he wanted to say, and he got them right back out there.
Across the line go the Tigers. Catras out to Simfukwe. Down inside, Heckman in the lane. Turns, shoots, scores. Drew has 4 early points, and Warsaw leads 11-5 with just under 3 minutes left to play here in quarter number 1. Bechtel now to Hogan. Beats Simfukwe down the side of the lane, put it up, a whistle, offensive foul called. Keith Chard was going to call a blocking foul. Dave Spencer calls an offensive foul. Hogan his first. Keith did a pretty good job of putting his hands in his pockets there to not give away that they weren't in agreement.
No, that's what you got to do as a good official. And, somebody's going to make the call, and you got to have some authority when you make it.
And by the way, Keith was right. Jackson was sliding that whole time. Michael Wolford, not happy with the call, but not much he can do about it. Gould holding beyond the arc, right wing. He'll step back for a three-pointer and miss it. Heckman tipped the ball out of bounds. It'll belong to the Red Hawks.
Yeah, that one didn't come in the flow of the offense that time. Jackson got a little anxious, pulled the trigger on a three-pointer there, probably when he shouldn't have.
And he's coming out, and Theo Catras, who had 12 points for a career high in the game on Tuesday night at Penn. Theo into the game for Warsaw. Hogan left wing down here below us against Simfukwe. New guy out there, that's Leighton Weddle for Goshen. A drive in by Hogan, he missed. Winchester the rebound. Simfukwe up the far side, ahead to Heckman. Fakes the handoff, drives it down the lane, all the way in for 2. Bart Curtis would have loved that play. He's sitting down here. That's a handoff in the option, the faked handoff, and a drive for a touchdown.
Yeah, I love that little bootleg action that time. Faked the handoff, curled around, went strong to the hoop, and put the ball in the hole.
This is Noah Alford into the game for Goshen. Now Weddle out to Alford. Alford looking inside, nothing there. Off a screen, Hogan takes the baseline, shoots a 15-footer and hits. Drew Hogan, one of the best cross-country runners in Northern Indiana, makes a little jumper to make it 13-7 Tigers. 1:40 left to play in the quarter. Heckman with some space, behind the back dribble, leans in, puts it up, missed it. Tipped off the glass, no good. Tipped again, no good. Rebound fought for, still loose. Everybody fighting for it. Nobody could touch it. It's out of bounds to Goshen.
And that's a good call. Boy, the Tigers were all over that offensive rebound, but nobody could get a grip on it. Yeah, it was like a hot potato that time, and the Tigers ended up tipping it out of bounds.
Winchester takes a break. Gould is in for Warsaw with 1:20 and counting in their opening period. Warsaw leading 13-7 over Goshen. Half-court trap is on. Alford's trap, lob it out top, taken away. Gould ahead to Heckman. He'll take it up and put it in. Heckman with 8 already, and we've just played 7 minutes, and Warsaw leads by 8. Bechtel through the center circle, looking right, throws it right to Hogan. They come to trap him. He got rid of it to Bechtel, and a foul call. Heckman took a swipe and tried to poke it past Bechtel. He would have had an easy flush had he accomplished that. He did not. His first, team's second. Carson Gould into the game for Nick Catras. Winchester hardly got settled into his seat. He's right back into the game. And Heckman will take a seat.
Yeah, I am so impressed with the focus of the Tigers here at the start of this game. In a big game, you want to get off to a good start, and Warsaw has really come out ready to play.
If they had played like this the first quarter on Tuesday, it might have been a whole different game. Worthman out top for Eldridge. Now back to Hogan. Off a screen at the top. Fakes, couldn't shoot. A swing around to Bechtel. Bechtel down here below us. Threw it across the lane. Oh, good catch by Alford. He'll shoot over Carson Gould from the foul line. No good. Winchester had a ball knocked out of his hands. And Eldridge touched it last to Warsaw. Has it back with 38 seconds left and a chance here for the final say of the quarter. And they have the possession arrow.
Yeah, we'll see how the Tigers handle this.
And they're going to spread the floor. I'll guarantee you that. That's immediately what they do. Gould across the line will keep dribbling right in front of Ron Henry at the scores table. 23 seconds left to play before the end of the quarter. He's got Theo Catras drifting into the same corner. Now Theo's going to switch. Carson Gould comes into the left corner, the side that Jackson's on. Winchester Simfukwe also out there. 8 seconds. Carson Gould back to Jackson. 6 seconds. 5. Back to Carson. Now he'll drive to the foul line. He's going to shoot from there, and he missed it short. And that'll do it for quarter number 1. Warsaw 15, Goshen 7. We'll start quarter number 2 in 60 seconds on News Now Warsaw.
Traveling, double dribble, personal foul, all bad things in basketball. Spotty dishes, rust stains, dry skin, and hair. All bad things when it comes to your water. Rab Water Systems All-Star Team can help eliminate your water penalties. Home of the non-electric Connecticut, which provides clean, clear water 24/7 without electricity. Call or visit rabwater.com to fix your water. Our area lakes might be cold and ice could be forming, but now is the time to dream ahead to next year for a great time on the water with help from Splendor Boats. If this past summer you thought about taking your family's summer to the next level, make plans now to see the experts at Splendor. You can buy your pontoon, custom-built catamaran, or boat accessories at Warsaw's only marina on East Winona Avenue, or visit the original Splendor Boats location on State Road 15 in Silver Lake, and online at SplendorBoatsWarsaw.com. Splendor Boats thanks you for a great year and looks forward to serving you even better in the years ahead.
Dave Ramsey, weeknights at 6 on News Now Warsaw, 99.7 FM and 1480 AM.
Roger Grossman, Rob Renneker back with you at the Tiger Den. Jared will be with us at Peru tomorrow night. Warsaw 15-7 leaders after 1.
And in that first quarter, Goshen was 3 of 9 from the field. Warsaw 6 of 11. Goshen with just 2 turnovers. Warsaw with just 1 turnover.
Carson Gould to Jackson Gould left side. He'll go to the baseline side. He throws it back to Winchester. Wide open 3. Good. That's a high pick and roll for a 6'4", 250-pound human. It's 18-7. Warsaw leads Goshen.
Yeah, you got to love it when your big guy can pop outside and shoot that shot because their post player isn't going to be on you.
Well, or their guard's not going to be able to stop you. That's your choice. That's a losing deal. If Russ keeps hitting those, that is going to be hard to stop. Worthman left side against Gould. Throws it out to Eldridge. He'll face up to the basket, look right, hand back to Bechtel. Bechtel drives left side down to the block, falling, firing, and missing. Took a second hop off the backboard. It's grabbed by Workman. Workman back inside. Ball lost, out of bounds, and Gould touched it last. It's still Red Hawk ball.
Yeah, that time Workman tried to put the ball on the floor and get closer to the basket, and Gould was ready for it and slapped it out of his hands.
On the inbounds, they lob it to Eldridge. Out to Hogan. Hogan back to Hill, curling off a screen, right wing 3, that's good. His 33rd three-pointer in 11 games. He leads the team in that category, and he's made it 18-10. Warsaw by 8, a minute into the second. Carson Gould left side, Jackson. Jackson drives left, down to the baseline, got around the corner, shot it, missed it. Rebound Theo Catras, and he got fouled as he grabbed the loose ball. Oh, if that's Deacon Hill, that's 2.
That would be big.
No, it's not. It's Bechtel. That's his first. Deacon was in the area. 3 team fouls on the Redhawks. Heckerman back in the game. He'll throw it in left baseline. In the corner to Gould. Out top Winchester. He'll try for 3 more. Book it. Straight out. 3-pointer. He's got 3 of them. Warsaw leads 21-10, and Winchester's got 9. Big fella shooting into a swimming pool right now. Bechtel in the center circle. Takes it left against Carson Gould. Dumps it into Hill at the foul line. Tied up, a whistle. Ooh, they're going to call a foul against Carson Gould. That's his first. I thought Carson did a good job of tying that up. I was hoping for a held ball there.
Yeah, absolutely, because they got the ball right at the elbow, and Carson did a great job of dropping down and double teaming him, and he reached in. I thought he had the ball initially, but he ended up getting some wrist.
Simfukwe for Winchester at 6:25 of the second. Well, the inbounds, they lob it into Weddle, who's back in. Heckman got a hand on his pass, but it made it to Hogan. Hogan whips a pass down inside for Weddle. He'll fake and shoot over Theo Catras. It's a left-handed half hook that goes in. 21-12. Tigers by 9. 6:10 left to play before the Lakeside Chevrolet halftime show. Carson Gould across the line, now Simfukwe. Judah off a high screen, drives right, got down to the block, shoots it, and scores. Judah's first field goal, he's got 4. Warsaw back to a 11-point lead, 23-12. Worthman near side to Hill. Gets a screen on his right, he'll take it. Warsaw will switch. Now Bechtel on the left against Simfukwe. Back out to Hill, 35 feet from the basket. Across to Worthman. Worthman pressured by Gould. Now Bechtel drives down toward the baseline, cut off. Throws it back out to Hogan. Hogan, crossover dribble against Heckman, kicks it right. Worthman tries a 3. That's way short. Heckman the rebound. He'll take off running. It's 3 on 5. Heckman will stop at the top of the circle but keep dribbling. Now he'll drive down the lane. Spins in on Hogan and got in and scored. He saw who he had, and the defense parted, and a timeout will be taken here by the Red Hawks. It's 25-12. Warsaw leads by 13 with 5:15 left to play here in the first half. And we're back in 30 seconds on News Now Warsaw.
Your hometown insurance agency, W.R. Hall Insurance Group, is dedicated to protecting you from the risks of everyday life. You've gotten to know us over the last 100 years. We're your neighbors, people you've come to know and trust. And we've served generations of families, businesses, and farms around our county. From all of us to all of you, thank you for trusting us with your insurance needs. Here's to another 100 years of serving with trust, quality, and service. We are W.R. Hall Insurance Group.
The Cubs, the Colts, and the Warsaw Tigers are all part of the team on News Now Warsaw, 99.7 FM and 1480 AM.
Roger Grossman, Rob Renneker with you here on News Now Warsaw and also at warsaw-tigers.com. We love the partnership that we have between the radio station and the high school on this venture. And if you are watching this at warsaw-tigers.com, you're watching it for free thanks to Lakeside Chevrolet, Sim Financial, and also Warsaw Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram on State Road 15 North at Warsaw. You thank them for making this a free broadcast on the internet. 25-12 Warsaw. 5:15 left to play first half. And full court pressure on man-to-man style here by the Tigers. Hogan against Theo Catras. Hogan gets it across the line but could shake him. Bechtel against Simfukwe. Now back to Hogan on the right. Theo is right there on his shoulder. Now to Hill, top of the circle. Has a screen in front of him. One dribble to the elbow and throws it back to Worthman. Worthman against Gould. Now to Bechtel. Down to the baseline to Hogan. Big jump stop to catch it 15 feet from the basket. He'll drive in, nowhere to go. Back to Bechtel, then to Hogan. Hogan backs up into the center circle. Now working right against Catras. Counters on. He knows it. He throws it to Hill, who's guarded by Heckman. Out to Weddle. Weddle now to Worthman. Students counting like there's a shot clock, which is kind of funny. Hogan hands back to Hill. What good defense here by the Tigers. They dare Hogan to shoot. He does. He hits. That's his 14th three-pointer of the season, his second of this game. He's got 8 of their 15. Winchester back in, and he traveled with the ball.
He did. He caught the ball, and then he took a bunny hop without dribbling. He did exactly that.
I was still writing down Hogan's score. I look up, and Russ has got the ball shooting it. And I'm like, how did we get it down there so quick?
Yeah, now we see other players do that, and it doesn't get called, but it was the right call. He absolutely took a bunny hop.
That's a really big bunny.
That's a big bunny.
That's a big bunny. Warsaw in a half-court trap now. Hogan out at the top, got around Gould, shoots from the elbow, and shot it short. Weddle had his tip back blocked, and out of there comes Nick Catras for the Tigers. Gould driving left into Bechtel, spins down to the block, out top Nick Catras. Now back out to Simfukwe. 3:40 left to play, second quarter. Warsaw leads Goshen by 10. Winchester left wing, ball fake against Weddle. Well, he'll throw it out to Gould underneath the Simfukwe for 2. That's old high pick and roll that we used to see the girls run all the time.
Yeah, the high-low, and that time he had Hogan on him, who was smaller, and they just threw it right over the top of Hogan, and Simfukwe went up for it.
27-15 Warsaw. Hogan trapped on the sidelines, dribbles the corner, throws it out to Bechtel. High screen and roll, Bechtel back to Hogan left wing. Drew will dribble it out. Hogan 3 times, sophomore, junior seasons, senior seasons, to the state cross country championship, and a drive and a foul is going to be called. The officials are going to get together and make sure. Well, I guess they didn't. I thought that Justin Yoder was going to have a conversation to make sure they got the right guy. It's Heckman's second, and with 3 minutes left to play, Matt Moore will have a decision to make.
Yeah, that's one of those silly fouls because he had no chance of getting to that ball and blocking that shot because Bechtel was already at the hoop.
Bechtel missed the free throw. He's their best at 79%. Zachary Subera, 6'1" senior, into the game for the Redhawks. The 5 out there now for the Tigers, the Catras brothers, Simfukwe, Gould, and Winchester. Bechtel shoots for his 3rd point again. He missed them both. Rebound, tipped, and it's grabbed by Worthman. He shoots it back up and scores. What a break for Goshen. They were going to have an empty trip and be down by 12, but it ends up being Worthman's first 2, and it's 27-17. Nick Catras, left side Simfukwe, to the corner for Winchester. Russ, a couple dribbles, picks up his dribble, skips it to the right corner, good catch by Nick Catras. Well, he'll lob it out to Simfukwe. 2.5 minutes left to play in the first half. Simfukwe dribbles left, bounces it back out to Gould. 2 early points for Jackson, and not really a whole lot of opportunities here in the second quarter.
Yeah, but a lot of attention has been paid to him, which has been opening it up for the other guys.
Nick Catras, right side to Gould. Jackson leans over the right-hand dribble, sizes up Alford, takes him in the lane all the way to the basket for 2. He flipped that over his right shoulder, left-handed. He's got 4. Warsaw leads again by 12 at the 2-minute mark of quarter number 2. We're 2 minutes away from the Lakeside Chevrolet halftime show. Hogan crosses over, got Nick Catras all spun around. Hogan right corner back to Alford, then back to Hogan. Now they slip it down inside. Subera to Hogan. Driving in, back to Subera in the corner, to Hogan and back to Alford and then back out to Hogan. Hogan shakes free, drives in, runs into Jackson Gould, offensive foul. That one was an offensive foul. Again, it's Gould taking the hit for the team. He's so good at that. Hogan now with 2 fouls. Warsaw with the ball up by 12 with 93 seconds to play first half.
Yeah, once again, coach has a decision to make. Do you leave Hogan in there late in the first half? But Jackson Gould saw Hogan go into the hole early and set himself under the basket and was able to take that charge.
He's got to leave him in.
Yes,
you're down
I
by
agree.
12. You can't have him out here and risk it getting worse. Gould to the foul line, picks up his dribble. Lost on the way in, foul called. Gould petitioning for a shot. He won't get it. It's out of bounds, and Rob is giggling.
I am giggling. Petitioning is right. You know, you got to love that.
Bechtel with his second. And Theo Catras to throw it in. Lobs it out to Gould beyond the 3-point arc. Simfukwe left corner. He'll lob it down to Gould. He's triple teamed down there, and he had the ball taken away by Deacon Hill. Outlets to Hogan, and there's going to be a foul called on Theo. Catras with his first, and it'll be out of bounds to Goshen.
You know, Jackson Gould was calling for the ball really hard down in the low post that time. He didn't know that he was double teamed. And unfortunately, the Tigers got him the ball, and immediately somebody reached in and ripped it away from him.
Can I give him a hint?
Yeah, absolutely.
He's double teamed a lot.
Yes, he is. You better get used to it, right?
That's right. Bechtel to the line against Theo Catras. Far sidelines for Hogan. He's trapped. Out top Worthman to Bechtel. Near side to Hill. An NBA 3 is short, and it bounces over the backboard and off the pole and out of bounds with 56 seconds left. Warsaw has a 12-point lead of the basketball, headed to the far end of the Tiger Den.
And we like to talk about the last 2 minutes of the half and the first 2 minutes of the half. It's really important here for the Tigers to convert and get some momentum going in.
Across the line, Gould, right past the scores table. Now to Nick Catras. Nick will walk it toward the center circle. looking left, bounces left wing to Gould. Gould, backdoor cut, threw it in traffic, and it's taken away. Tipped by Worthman, stole by Hogan. He goes flying down the lane. A whistle and a foul is called against the Tigers. And you could see that mess happening at the other end. You could just see that turnover coming.
Yeah, absolutely. They got a backdoor cut, and he wasn't open, and they tried to force it in there, and it was just taken away immediately.
That's one where I just get the feeling Jackson made up his mind. He's going to be open. I'm going to lead him, throw the ball, and that gets him in trouble sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Out of bounds after the foul by Nick Catras, his second. Out top, Hogan off a screen, picked up on the switch by Winchester. Bechtel left side, three-pointer, that's short. Weak side rebound, Gould, slapped out of his hands, but grabbed by Theo Catras for the Tigers. And now Warsaw will have the chance for the last say of the quarter with 20 seconds left in it. Goshen has the possession arrow. Warsaw will spread the floor. 12 seconds. Bechtel giving about 15 feet. 8 seconds. 7. Gould drifts toward the middle. 6 seconds. 5. Shoots a long three. Good. 2 seconds. 1. Hill will throw it the length, and it comes up way short. Warsaw with an impressive first half here over Goshen. They lead 32-17 at intermission. The Lakeside Chevrolet halftime show is coming your way after these messages on News Now Warsaw.
A man defense, zone defense, motion offense, press, you could focus on shooting threes or scoring in the post. Whatever strategy you use, in order to win the game, your team needs a head coach with an effective game plan. We at Alder for Bergen can help you develop and implement a financial game plan for your family's future.
Let Alder for Bergen be the head coach of your financial planning team. Alder for Bergen and Company, 122 West Market Street, Warsaw, and online at alderforbergen.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA, SIPC.
We've seen enough far too long. America has been turned inside out. Red versus blue, left versus right. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. So what can we all agree on? Saving money, buying smart, looking out for our future? R&B Car Company is proud to be an American company where we buy smart. So you do save money. Look to the future. Find your next vehicle at rbcarcompany.com.
Hey, it's Andrew from Bobcat of Warsaw, and basketball is back. Who doesn't love the roar of the crowd when someone drills a three-pointer from beyond the arc? Kind of like, who doesn't love the roar of equipment when you start it up, knowing you're about to get something done? So get your somethings done with Bobcat equipment from us. Check out our lineup of Bobcat loaders, excavators, tractors, and mowers. Come see us south of Warsaw on State Road 15. Bobcat of Warsaw is a proud sponsor of Warsaw Tiger basketball.
Booyah! The Warsaw Tigers play here on News Now Warsaw, 99.7 FM and 1480 AM.
Halftime at the Tiger Den. Warsaw 32, Goshen 17 at intermission. The Warsaw dance team getting ready to perform down below. The halftime show is brought to you by Lakeside Chevrolet, Kosciuszko County's hometown dealer. Lakeside is the only new or used dealer in Warsaw to offer warranty forever, so find your new ride at Lakeside. First half scoring for the Hawks. Drew Hogan's their leader. He's got 8 of their 17. Deacon Hill, a three-pointer for 3. Quinn Bechtel, 2. Gage Worthman, 2. And Leighton Weddle with 2. For Warsaw, balanced scoring and plenty of it. Judas Simfukwe, 6. Jackson Gould, 7, including a couple of late baskets and 5 points in the second quarter of play. Russ Winchester, 3 three-pointers. He's got 9. Drew Heckerman's your leader with 8 in the first quarter, 2 in the second, and a halftime total of 10. It was 15-10 Warsaw at 15-7 Warsaw at the end of one. Warsaw outscored Goshen 17-10 in the second to take the lead up to 15 at 32-17 here at halftime. We were never tied. We've had no lead changes. Warsaw won the JV game 49-33. They're now 5-5 on the season. Goshen's JV falls to 8-3. Luke Yeager ended up the high point man with 12 points. He also grabbed 6 rebounds. Again, 32-17. Warsaw with the lead here at halftime. Rob's got the first half stats, and those are brought to you by Alder for Bergen, and they're next on News Now Warsaw.
At Male Fashions on Center Street in Warsaw, we know that if you look good, you'll feel good. And just like in basketball, a little bit of confidence can make a big difference. So come on in and gain the confidence you need to achieve your goals. offering formal, business, and casual attire, along with cologne and accessories. We have just what you need to make you look and smell great. Nail Fashions is a proud supporter of Tiger basketball, and we want to thank the community for supporting our local business.
When you need new furniture, there's no need to shop out of town. Just head straight to Reinhold's Town Square Furniture in Warsaw. Hi, this is Hannah. Reinhold's has a great selection of top-quality furniture on hand and even more on the way, so you don't have to wait. We work with you to select the right furniture for your home, and you can choose from top brands you know and love. Hurry in today to 118 West Main Street in Warsaw to see your friends in the furniture business. Reinhold's Town Square Furniture.
Hello, I'm Jay Rigdon. In basketball, as in life, preparation is key. That's why those of us at Rock Hill Pinnock work so hard. We put in the long hours necessary to help you win your case. We develop our skills through legal education, mediation training, and using the latest technology to fight for you. Our attorneys use their decades of experience to make sure that we're prepared to give you the best outcome possible. If you'd like to talk to us about your legal needs, call 267-6116 for an appointment. Rock Hill Pinnock, lawyers you can count on.
Tiger Talk, driven by R&B Car Company. Saturday at 9 on News Now Warsaw, 99.7 FM, 1480 AM, online at newsnowwarsaw.com.
Halftime here at Warsaw. Tigers 32, Redhawks 17. The Lakeside Chevrolet halftime show continues with the first half stats brought to you by Alder Verbruggen & Company. Let them be the head coach of your financial planning team. Alder Verbruggen & Company, 122 West Market Street, Warsaw, and online at alderverbruggen.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Mr. Renneker.
Okay, here we go. In that first half, Goshen ended up 7 of 19 from the field. That's about 37%. They were 3 of 9 from three-point range and 0 for 2 from the free throw line. The Warsaw Tigers in the first half were 13 of 19 from the field. That's about 68%. They were 4 of 6 from three-point range, and they made both of their free throw attempts. Goshen in the first half had 3 turnovers. Warsaw converted those into 2 points. Warsaw ended up with 4 turnovers, but Goshen couldn't convert those into any points. Warsaw out-rebounded the Red Hawks in the first half, 11-8. Goshen pulled down 4 offensive boards and converted those into 5 points. Warsaw pulled down just 2 offensive rebounds, but converted those into 3 points. Points off the bench, Goshen got 2 points from their bench. Warsaw didn't get any contributions from their bench. Points per possession, Goshen played to a .89. Warsaw played to a 1.45.
Oh, listen, you shoot 13 out of 19 for the field. There isn't anybody in that sectional, including Penn, that's going to beat the Tigers, especially when 4 of them are from three-point range. So Warsaw ended up shooting 9 of 13 from inside the arc.
Yeah, how about that?
That's really good.
That is really, really good. You know, the one stat that kind of jumped out at me, you know, we listened to Coach's interview, and he talked about getting into the paint and tracking free throws. He said if we don't have many free throws early, yeah, we've got just 2 free throws, but I'll tell you, the boys have been getting the ball down in the paint.
And you can see why Michael Wolford would tell me before the game, we got to keep Warsaw away from the basket. That's why.
That's absolutely why.
The big roar that you hear is one of the Goshen students hit a half-court shot. That's pretty impressive. 32-17, Warsaw with the lead. If you're, when we do this backwards, if you're Michael Wolford, what are you telling your guys at halftime?
Wow. You know what? They've got to defend the paint better. They got to help. They got to come over and they got to help. They got to stop that penetration. Heckman and Simfukwe are doing an incredible job of getting to the hoop. Offensively, I would say keep doing what you're doing. We got to get a little more penetration. I don't think they've got to make a lot of adjustments offensively. It's at the defensive end that they're really having a hard time.
Those are the halftime stats brought to you by Alder Verbruggen & Company, 122 West Market Street, Warsaw, and online at alderverbruggen.com. We start the third after these messages on News Now Warsaw.
Oh, what you gonna do? Oh, what you gonna do? Call the boys in blue. Car stalls won't start. Oh, what you gonna do? Oh, what you gonna do? Call the boys in blue. I reckon any state and need the best rates. Take the next step, go Riker Jeanette. Go with the guys who got the best tools. If you get in a wreck, they'll come and get you. Bad wreck, bad wreck. Oh, what you wanna do? Go Riker Jeanette to come get you.
Remember, when you get in a wreck,
go Riker Jeanette.
Lake City Restoration on Argonne Road at Warsaw is there when you need them most. Call 574-385-9111. Whether it's damage from a fire, flood, mold, storm, or biohazard, Lake City Restoration is the solution for your emergency service needs. Call 574-385-9111. That's 385-9111. Online at lcrestore.com or simply Google Lake City Restoration.
When my team goes to work for you, we are original. Professionals with modern, unparalleled marketing and unwavering standards and passion. To us, it's more than just selling someone a house. We move people's lives forward and guide them to a home. Handling the real estate task flawlessly is one thing, but our expertise in people and results is what clients respect about us. I believe that is what makes us successful. I'm Brian Peterson of the Brian Peterson Real Estate Group of Warsaw. You can reach us at brianpetersongroup.com.
Give us 15 minutes, we'll give you the world. This is News Now Warsaw.
The girls are at Goshen tomorrow night. If they win at Goshen tomorrow night, they'll secure at least a share of the Noble Lakes Conference Championship. And you're thinking, how long has it been since the girls won? 2013. 9 long years. And then they can have a little party and celebrate against Concord here on senior night a week from Saturday. We are not doing the broadcast at Goshen tomorrow because the boys play at Peru, taking on Eric Thompson's 3A number 7 Tigers at one of my favorite places to broadcast from, the Tiger Arena down in Peru. We have a unique vantage point. We're up in a corner. They cut out in the wall. They cut like a hole. Almost like at Grace where they have those spotlight windows. That's where we broadcast from. It's a really unique vantage point. Goshen with the ball starting quarter number 3. Worthman down inside to Eldridge. Half hook in the lane, good. What do you think they talked about? We just found out, and they executed it perfectly.
Yeah, where was that the first half? Holy cow, what a beautiful play.
32-19, Tigers by 13. Simfukwe, right side to Catras. Simfukwe threw it into traffic, threw it away. Stolen by Bechtel. Bechtel weaving his way, ran into Gould. Gould knocked it away. Oh, and then Gould dove right in the back of his legs. A very dangerous play. Jackson with his first foul, and not a good first 34 seconds here in the third quarter for the Tigers.
Jackson's rubbing his knees.
Well, he's rubbing the tops of them, the parts where he just dove on.
That's a possibility.
Because where the injury was behind his knee, so wouldn't immediately draw any conclusions from that other than he skinned up his knees diving for a ball that he probably shouldn't have. Hill off a screen for 3, way short, runs down his own rebound in the corner. Winchester knocks it away, but Hill picks it back up. Oh, he threw it right through Worthman. How did Worthman not catch that? Now Hogan out on the right wing. Guarded by Catras, takes in the lane, stops, spins, falls, fires, short. Rebound tipped and grabbed by Heckerman for the Tigers. Long pass down the court. Goal, what a pass! Put it up, and traveling called against Gould, and Matt Moore can't believe it.
The only thing I can see is when Gould caught it, he took a couple of choppy steps to get his footing so he could go up with the shot, and they must have said he took too many.
He caught the ball in the air, so the first foot would have been his pivot foot, and the second would have been fine. And they missed that one. Down in deep, Eldridge spins on Winchester, missed it. Gould is hammered as he grabbed the rebound and a foul called. Worthman with his first, and out of bounds to the Tigers. 6:40 to go in the third. Warsaw leading 32-19.
Well, I think you nailed it when you said, guess what they talked about in the locker room. They went down to Eldridge in the low post again that time.
Trying to wear down Winchester a little bit and get some points down in there. Right side, Catras for 3. Nick missed it. Rebound tipped and grabbed by Worthman for Goshen. That was a quick shot. We haven't seen any of those here tonight. Hogan off a screen. Worthman shoots a 3, and it's no good. Long rebound, grabbed by Bechtel. Hill up the baseline, shoots it, blocked, foul call. Winchester with the foul. His first. Free throws coming up here for the Redhawks.
Yeah, great job of Hill slashing to the basket that time. Winchester reached up and tried to slap it away.
Timeout, Warsaw. Matt Moore would like a word with his team that has nothing to do with X's and O's. This is about being slow and not getting after it like they did the whole first half.
Yeah, this is all about focus. This is they came out, they aren't focused, they aren't getting into their offense. They're taking shots they shouldn't be taking right now, making passes that aren't open. This is all about focus. You're right. This has nothing to do with the X's and O's.
And Matt Moore needed about 17 seconds of his 30 to send his boys back out. So it's free throws for Hill, who is very good at the free throw line himself, 75%. Goshen is a team only 66%, but you look at their regulars. Bechtel 79, Hill 75, Hogan 71. The problem has been pretty much everybody else. Hill shoots 2, looking for his 4th point. First one's up, and it's in. He averages just under 14 points per game. Bechtel 9, Hogan 14. Those are their big 3. Second one up. That one's good, right through the middle this time. And it's 32-21. Tigers still looking for their first points of quarter number 3. We're almost 2 minutes into it. Gould left wing. Simfukwe flares back top of the circle. Now off to Heckman on the right. They'll throw back out to Gould and then around to Catras. Catras back to Gould straight out. Spins in on Bechtel, puts it up and missed it, but a whistle and a foul call. Hill with his second, Gould shoots 2.
And Gould made a beautiful spin move in the lane. As he started to go up for the shot, the ball came out of his hand. He ended up kind of slapping it towards the basket. Fortunately, he drew the foul.
Jackson to shoot, first one's up, it's good. He's got 8, he's an 84% free throw shooter. Averaging 21 points a game. He did not play at Penn on Tuesday. When he got off the bus after the Northridge game here last Friday, his knee was really hurting. He missed that free throw. Other rebounds grabbed by Worthman for the Redhawks. 33-21. Tigers by 12, Goshen with the ball. Hill leans in, drives in on Heckman. Ran around a double team. Pulls up for a 15-footer and hit. Deacon Hill just kept going and going until he found some space, and he makes it, and it's a 10-point game.
And he's pretty smooth. He went up on that shot, and that is just a nice, smooth shot.
Winchester, top of the circle, drives the left side, puts it off the side of the backboard. No good. Rebound grab by Eldridge, and now Goshen with a chance to cut this thing under 10. Hogan dribbles right, throws it right for Worthman. Skips it back across to Bechtel. Bechtel with some space, dumps it down to Worthman outside the lane. He'll shoot over Heckman and hit. And here come the Redhawks. They're within 8. 5 minutes to play in the third quarter, and the Redhawks fans that made the trip down State Road 15 hooting and hollering. Heckman near side to Gould. Drives the baseline, down into Bechtel. Leans in, shoots, missed it. Tip, good! Holy mackerel, he tipped it in. Gould's got 10, it's back to a 10-point game. Did he tip that or did somebody else?
No, Gould tipped it.
All right.
It was just an incredible effort.
It happened really fast. I'm replaying it in my mind, and I'm thinking maybe they tipped it in.
No, you nailed it. He tipped it in.
Bechtel right side against Simfukwe. Hogan drifts down to the corner. Now they flip it out to Worthman. Left side to Hill. Heckman's on him. He'll jab step and then drive right. Runs into Winchester. Takes it down toward the block. Leans in and missed it. Rebound Eldridge blocked by Winchester and out of bounds. Good catch by the cheerleader down in that northeast corner of the Tiger Den.
And did you see the look Winchester gave Eldridge after he slapped that thing? He looked at him and stared him right in the eye like, take that.
Bechtel to throw it in. Baseline left at the far end. Eldridge out to Hogan. He'll back it out. Hogan against Nick Catras. Takes it right off a screen. Warsaw will switch it. Now Hogan in the lane, throws it back out to Bechtel. Bechtel double teamed, the wing for Worthman, back out to Hogan. Hogan against Catras. Can't get past him. Worthman on the drive. Down to the corner, Eldridge. Skips a pass across to Hogan. Hogan drives in on Gould, put it off the glass and in. Offensive foul! Wave off the basket. Winchester, the biggest guy out there, got run over by the littlest guy in Hogan, and Hogan's got 3.
Man, that takes a lot of discipline for Winchester because he could go up and try to block that shot, but he just stayed put and took the charge.
So it's Warsaw ball up by 10. And for the moment, they have kind of subsided the Goshen run. A hoop here would be very, very big. Gould jogs it to the right, hands to Simfukwe, gives it right back to Jackson. Off a high screen, shoots a three-pointer and missed it. And the rebound's grabbed by Hill for Goshen. Hill up the near side of center. Hands it back to Hogan. 3.5 minutes left to play, third quarter. Warsaw leads Goshen 35-25. Eldridge hands back to Bechtel. He drives into Winchester, fakes, falls, fires, and hits. That's a tough one with Winchester right there in his grill.
Yeah, and that's his shot. We've seen him do that a couple of times tonight, penetrate in and then make that little turnaround fall away.
Heckman left wing, out to Winchester. A catch and shoot three, good. His fourth three-pointer of the game. He's got 21 on the season. Warsaw back up by double digits. It's 38-27 as we pass the 3-minute mark of the third quarter. Hill from 30. No air ball. It's saved in by Bechtel, who throws it to Workman. Back to Bechtel, who put it up, missed it. Rebound, out of bounds. It should be Goshen ball, and it will be Goshen ball.
What an interesting sequence that time. That ball looked like it was going to go out of bounds. The Tigers let it go, and Goshen was able to save it back in and get another scoring opportunity.
What a play. What athleticism. Very impressive. Bechtel lobs into Eldridge. Backs down to Winchester, leans in with the left hand, couldn't shoot it. Back to Hogan. Hogan off a screen, steps back for a three-pointer, and he missed it. And the rebound is out of bounds. Did Warsaw tip it? They say no. I don't know. Dave Spencer is going to have a conversation with Justin Yoder about this one. I think Gould did tip it. Yep, and they're going to change it, make it Goshen ball.
Jackson's not arguing too much. He's smiling, in fact.
No. Jackson reached out his hand, tipped it, and then pulled his hand back, which if you've ever watched a football game, pass interference, it was that kind of look. Oh, I didn't touch him. Oh, yes, you did. Hogan, far sidelines, out to Bechtel. Still an 11-point Warsaw lead with 10.5 minutes to play in the game. Hogan between the circles against Catras. Drives right, leans in at the block, banks it no good. Winchester the rebound, and outlets to Gould. Up ahead to Heckman, who takes it in. Oh, he got pushed underneath the basket and nobody saw it. He missed the layup. Hill the other way through the center circle. At the foul line, and a whistle. And a foul is going to be called against the Tigers. Wow! Heckman got shoved with two hands under the basket. He could never get the ball over the rim. And it's out of bounds to Goshen on the foul by Heckman, and he'll take a seat with 3 fouls.
Yeah, you called that very accurately. A great long bounce pass by Jackson Gould to Heckman running the floor, and as he went up, he got shoved down low, which put him too far under the basket, and he couldn't convert.
Theo Catras, Carson Gould, Tyler Kuhn into the game for Warsaw. Kuhn seeing his first axe of the night. And a interesting spot, up 11 with under 2 to play in the third. Hogan right side, banks it off the glass and good. Drew in double figures now with 10. 38-29 Warsaw, 1:45 left. And you know the last 4 minutes of the game, Goshen's going to come willy-nilly at the Tigers. The Warsaw hasn't always handled that great. Now Gould against Bechtel, starts in, then backs up. Again, Warsaw spreads it out. Gould near sideline, all the way out near the midcourt line. Gould starting in, then stopping, then going. Ball tipped out of his hands again, and they're going to say that Gould hit it last, and it's going to be out of bounds to Goshen.
Man, great defense by Goshen that time, reaching in behind, slapping the ball, and then Gould ended up knocking it out of bounds.
1:20 left. It's been a long time, really, since the first quarter that Goshen's been within 7. They could get there here. Bechtel drives left against Carson Gould, falling, firing, and hitting. Bechtel with 6. It's a 38-31 Tiger lead with a minute to go in the third quarter. A third quarter dominated by the visitors. They come to trap Gould. He bounces it to Theo Catras. Into the corner, Kuhn. Back out to Carson Gould. He'll drive in the lane, then throw all the way out to Jackson Gould, and Gould will direct traffic. Here comes Hill again. Near corner for Winchester. And Theo Catras drives down the lane. It's blocked by Hill from behind. Bechtel the other way. Peels out with 36 seconds back. Worthman for 3. Short. Long rebound. Grabbed by Kuhn for the Tigers. And now Warsaw perhaps a chance for the final say of a third quarter dominated by Goshen. Now Gould across the line, trapped, and a whistle, and a foul called against Winchester, the Tigers.
Posting up down low, battling against Eldridge. Got frustrated with Eldridge leaning on him.
And Dave Spencer, who called the foul, is going to come over and talk to Matt Moore about it. He says he just shoved him. Boy, you don't like the way this quarter has gone at all. 38-31, Redhawks within 7, and they've got the ball with 15 seconds left to shoot. Hill drives left, leans into Winchester, and no basket, offensive foul! Hill ran into Winchester, and Michael Wolford can't believe it. I thought he got that one right myself. The Goshen fans hooting and hollering, what a big call it is, because that could have been a 3-point play that would have made it a 4-point game. Now Warsaw with the ball and 9 seconds left.
Yeah, that is a huge call that time, and a good job by Winchester of keeping his feet.
Gould will let the ball roll. He'll pick it up at the volleyball line. They come to trap. Winchester hands it back to Gould. The ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to belong to Goshen again. There were like 4 Goshen Redhawks right there, and Winchester had no idea. He tried to hand it to Jackson, and there was no space. And now Goshen with the last chance. Hogan at the timeline, 4 seconds, 3, across the line, shoots a 3, rimming, no good, tip by Eldridge, no, and that'll do it for the third quarter. Warsaw 38, Goshen 31 after 3. We start the fourth in at 60 on News Now Warsaw.
Experience and knowledge lead to success. Metzger Property Services has been delivering successful auctions for decades. Metzger is making it easier than ever to bid online by simply going to bidmetzger.com. See dozens of current and upcoming farm, residential, personal property, farm equipment, gun, and antique auctions, both on-site and online only. Thousands of items are on sale and listed now, so why wait? Remember, it's now bidmetzger.com. That's bidmetzger.com. Metzger Property Services, expanding your horizon generation after generation.
Hey, it's your friend, your realtor, Phil Kuhn with RE/MAX Results.
And I'm Senior Loan Officer Crystal Wilson with Aspen Mortgage.
Just like in basketball, a good game plan is crucial when buying and selling a home.
And without the right team putting together that game plan, you could find yourself walking away with a loss.
Whether you're buying, selling, or need to do both, we'll lead you through every step of the process,
making it easy to get that win.
Visit philkuhn.com to start putting together your real estate dream team today.
Let's go Tigers!
Now back to the Warsaw Tigers on News Now Warsaw, 99.7 FM and 1480 AM.
3 quarters behind us, Warsaw 38, Goshen 31.
Yeah, and in that third quarter, Goshen with just 2 turnovers, Warsaw with 5. Warsaw just 2 of 8 from the field in the third. Goshen 6 of 19 in that third quarter.
Goshen outscored the Tigers 14-6. They cut a 15-point halftime lead down to 7. Now we start the fourth with Warsaw in possession, working to the near end. Gould hands off to Simfukwe. Back to Jackson. Back to Simfukwe out top. Simfukwe dribbles left into the corner. Carson Gould. He dribbles in. Fakes again. Throws it in the lane for Heckerman. Heckerman turns and shoots and got it. Drew Heckerman's been tremendous scoring the basketball in the last half dozen games. He's got 12 tonight, and Warsaw leads 40-31. Now for Hogan. Hogan drives right, picks up his dribble, out to Hill. Hill drives into Gould. Shot blocked by Gould, and he comes out of there with it. Jackson on the run, 3-on-3. Jackson stumbles, wheels around. Right side, Carson Gould. 3-pointer, no good. Theo catches the rebound, back up, no good. Heckerman had the ball tipped out of his hands. Carson's got it. Back to Jackson Gould. He rocker steps, and then he backs up. A minute gone in the fourth quarter. A furious sequence right there. Warsaw comes out without points, but with the ball. Gould on the drive, down the lane, off-balance shot, no good. Rebound grab by Eldridge for Goshen. In transition, Bechtel, far side to Hill. Hill picks up his dribble after one, lobs it out to Hogan. Hogan on the drive, spins in on Theocatris. Off-balance shot is good. Timeout. Oh, hold on. Keith Chard thought that Goshen had called timeout, but he was wrong. And you knew it right away because the official raised his hand and pointed to the Goshen bench, and Michael Walford went, what?
Yes, exactly. He threw his hands up kind of off to the side, palms up like, huh? No, I didn't call a timeout.
So there is no timeout. Play goes on. 6.5 minutes to go. Warsaw 40, Goshen 33. At halftime, Northridge leads Northwood 29-26. Heckman. Down to the right elbow, down to the right block. Got around his man, put it up and in, and a foul. Oh, Drew Heckman, 14-1.
Man, he is a man on a mission tonight. From the word go, right out of the gate, he was going to the hoop strong, and he is continuing to do that. He is the go-to man tonight.
Now Michael Wolford would like time, and he gets it. 6:23 left to play, fourth quarter. It is a full timeout. Warsaw with the lead, and free throws coming after this timeout on News Now Warsaw.
As your local bank, Crossroads Bank looks forward to helping you through the many
Give us a
stages
60.
to your retirement account. They've helped generations of families buy their first home, finance their vehicles, and plan for the future. Let them put their experience to work for you and your family. They have offices in Columbia City, North Manchester, Peru, South Whitley, Syracuse, Wabash, and Warsaw. Crossroads Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Where your bank and your life meet, Crossroads Bank.
Find your new ride at Lakeside. New trucks are finally arriving. Now is the time to trade up, or now is the time to build your dream car. Lakeside has build slots open and ready to be filled. Get your vehicle directly from the factory and just how you want it. Stop in today and have the personal sales team help you walk through the build process. Plus, don't forget Lakeside Chevrolet in Warsaw and Huntington is the only dealer to offer warranty forever on every vehicle under 100,000 miles. Lakeside Chevrolet in Warsaw and Huntington and at LakesideChevy.com.
News Now Warsaw, WRSW 1480 AM and W259 DJ 99.7 FM, Warsaw, Indiana.
Roger Grossman, Rob Reniker, Jared Shaw, his game got canceled tonight, so he's home flip-flopping back and forth between games. Heckman shoots the free throw up and good. For the third time this season, Drew Heckman's got 15 points. That is his career high, and he's pushed the lead back up to 10, but Bechtel goes the other way. He flips it out to Hill. There's plenty of offensive threat here from Goshen. They can get right back in the game. Worthman across to Bechtel. Down to the baseline to Eldridge. Back to Bechtel out top to Worthman. Now to Hogan. Right side to Hill. He's guarded by Heckman. Tries the baseline. No space. Worthman on the wing. Back out to Hogan. Hogan dribbles down toward the left baseline. Cut off. Back to Bechtel for a three. It's good. Quinn with 9 points. His first three of the game. His 11th of the season. Goshen now will press. Trailing 43-36 with 5:40 to go. Heckman, beautiful behind the back spin dribble. Gets it into the front court. He hands back to Gould. Now to Theo Catras and now to Simfukwe. Judah will put it on the floor. Throw back out to Heckman. Heckman against Worthman. Fakes the handoff. Drives down to the right baseline. Bumping foul called on Worthman. That's his second. Team's sixth. Out of bounds to Warsaw one more time with 5:22 left to go. And Heckman will throw it in baseline right down at the near end. And Drew gets it into Gould. Gould out top to Winchester. Winchester back to the right for Gould, and Gould will walk it out to center. Now to Theo Catras. Near side, Heckman on the wing. Back out to Theo. Theo drives in, throws it back to Simfukwe. Now to Heckman. This is where Warsaw's got to be extra patient, because if they are, they'll get what they want. Oh, like that. They threw it inside. Theo was wide open, and it went right through his hands. Taken away by Worthman. Then the ball's knocked away in midcourt. It's out of bounds, and they're going to call a foul on the Tigers. Heckman's going to get his fourth foul with 4:52 left.
Yeah, that easily could have been a Tiger ball, as the Goshen player fell down and was laying on the sideline holding the ball, but both of the players went after the ball equally hard, but they called Tigers for a foul.
So Nick Catras comes in to get Heckman out of there, but he won't be out for long, I wouldn't think. Now Eldridge, left side Bechtel. Back to Eldridge. It's a 7-point Warsaw lead. Hogan off a high screen. Picked up by Winchester on the switch. Drives in, puts it up, and missed it. Rebound Eldridge, back up and in, and a foul. Russ tried to just jump up there and bother him, and he made contact enough to draw a whistle. Winchester with his third, And now it could be a 4-point game with 4:32 left to go. Warsaw led by 15 at halftime.
Yeah, they ran a pick and roll, and Nick Catras got caught on Big Eldridge, and that's how Eldridge got his first shot, and then Winchester came roaring in late.
Free throw up and good. Eldridge, 9 out of 11 at the free throw line this season with that make. And here we go. We thought we'd have a good game tonight, and for a half it was all Tigers. And now it's been all Red Hawks, and it's 43-39, and Warsaw puts it in up by 4. Heckman back to Nick Catras. Near sideline and across to Winchester. Now to Nick. Nick against Hill, picked up his dribble, got it to Heckman. They're trying to keep Gould from getting it, but he gets it right in front of the Warsaw bench. Heckman back out there during that free throw. Heckman a fake and a drive, puts it up and in. A new career high for Drew Heckman. He's got 17 with 4:10 left. Warsaw leads 45-39. Hill the other way in the lane, back to Hogan. Hogan across the top for Worthman, left side to Bechtel. Bechtel on drive, off floater, high in the air, good. That one almost skimmed the top of the ceiling here at the Tiger end, and it's 45-41. Goshen back to within 4. Simfukwe, who has not scored in the second half. Heckman, they went for a steal, didn't get it. Heckman drives in, foul called. Foul called against the Red Hawks. Heckman back to the free throw line. Bechtel with his third. He's the second Red Hawk with 3. And Heckman up there to shoot 2. He's got 17 and counting.
And Heckman doing exactly what you're supposed to do. That time Worthman overplayed the pass and went flying by Heckman, so he attacked the basket.
Drew's free throw is no good off the back of the rim. Warsaw led 32-17 at halftime. And the Tigers have only scored 13 points since. And the Red Hawks have come roaring back into the game. Heckman shoots the second. That's no good. Long rebound grabbed by Bechtel. So the Tigers flinch, and the Red Hawks are down by 4 with the ball and 3.5 minutes left to go. Hogan dribbling left, throws it to Bechtel. Down in deep, Eldridge against Winchester. Half hook is good. 1-on-1 down inside, and with 3:22 left, Goshen is within striking distance. It's 45-43. Simfukwe and Gould got to get it going here. They've done almost nothing here in the second half.
I was thinking the exact same team. Time for your big guys to step up.
Heckman holding. Gould wants it and gets it right in front of the Warsaw coaches. Off a screen from Winchester. Top of the circle, a whistle, timeout called. It's a good thing because Gould missed the shot. 2:59 left. Full timeout Warsaw. 45-43 Tigers. And they have the ball when we come back in 60 seconds on News Now Warsaw.
Woven quietly into the backdrop of our hometowns is a family-owned business that served our community for over 50 years. You can see their unparalleled commitment and reliability in every school bus full of children, tractor working to put food on our tables, minivan carrying our most precious cargo, and in the hustle to keep the economy going during unprecedented times. As our region moves forward, Monteith's Best One will take you there. Selling tires, serving people, Monteith's Best One Tire and Auto Care.
Traveling, double dribble, personal foul, all bad things in basketball. Spotty dishes, rust stains, dry skin, and hair. All bad things when it comes to your water. Rab Water Systems All-Star Team can help eliminate your water penalties. Home of the non-electric Connecticut, which provides clean, clear water 24/7 without electricity. Call or visit rabwater.com to fix your water.
Listen to the Tigers anywhere in the world at newsnowwarsaw.com and the News Now Warsaw.
Let's reset the scene. 2:59 left to go. Fourth quarter. Warsaw 45, Goshen 43. Team fouls, Warsaw 6, Goshen 7. Possession here belongs to the Red Hawks. Tiger ball right in front of the scorer's table. And Gould will lob it in the backcourt to Nick Catras. Catras will bring it to the line and across. And hand off on the left side to Simfukwe. Now to Theo Catras, right side for Gould. Out top for Theo. He'll hand back to Nick. Now out to Gould. Right side Simfukwe. Gould flares out top of the circle. Tries to take Bechtel off the dribble. Offensive foul called. I think, yes. Offensive foul. Gould backed into a Goshen defender, and here come the Red Hawks with a chance to tie a game that they trailed by 15 at the half.
Yeah, great defense by Goshen that time. A little one-on-one with Jackson Gould, and he held his position. Jackson tried to back him down. He ended up going down.
Hogan, left side, Worthman. Oh, Bechtel got free. He's fouled. Sim Fuqua with his first foul. And all of a sudden, the Red Hawks have 2 free throws to tie the game now, and Heckman comes to the scores table to check back in with 4 fouls.
Yeah, that was a great pass by Hogan that time. Bechtel made a cut down the lane, and the defender turned his back, and the ball came right to Bechtel.
Bechtel, a 79% free throw shooter. First one up. It's in and out. Bechtel now 0 for 3 in the game. Heckman in, Theo out. So you got a block out here in case he misses again. Quinn Bechtel shoots it up, and this one's good. That gives him 12 and makes it 45-44. If you'd have told me before the night started it'd be a 1-point game with 2.5 minutes left, I wouldn't have been surprised. If you told me that at halftime, I tell you I'm very surprised. Now Nick Catras, near side for Jackson Gould. Back out to Nick. He'll hand back to Sim Fuqua. 2:10 left. Warsaw with the ball in a 1-point lead. Winchester at the top, shooting for 3, rimming no good. Gould the rebound. Gould, back inside, put it up, and a whistle, and a timeout was taken by Warsaw. A timeout taken by the Tigers with 2:02 left to play, and Warsaw still leading by 1. Warsaw now with 2 timeouts left. Those are fulls. I have Michael Wolford having 2 left, and they're both minis.
Yeah, and the Tigers pulled down the offensive rebound that time and were down on the baseline, still kind of working their way back for another attempt when that timeout came. And Coach was very animate when the guys were walking over into the huddle. Right now, his voice is raised, and he's having a serious chat with his players.
Warsaw has not had a lot of what you consider close games this season. I guess 6 of the 11 previous games decided by 10 points or less, 4 decided by 5 points or less. This feels like it's going to fall into that latter category. Heckman now to throw it in down here below us. He finds Gould down here in the corner. Out to Sim Fuqua. Drew wanted the ball, but he was surrounded by red shirts. Heckman right wing. Out top for Nick Catras. He'll hand back to Gould. 1:50 left to go. The next Goshen foul sends the Tigers to the 1-and-1. Heckman starts in, stops, goes again, shoots it, misses, but a whistle and a foul called. That had play of the game potential right there had that gone in. The foul is called on Hill, and I have him for 4, and so do the people at the scorers table.
Yeah, and Heckman, every time he gets the ball right now, he is looking for a little crease in that defense when he can go to the hoop. That time he split 2 defenders, and they ended up grabbing his arms as he was going up for the shot.
Heckman at the line, 1 for 2 in the game. First one's up, it's in and out. Everything that could go wrong for Warsaw in this half has gone wrong. Drew walks outside the 3-point arc, gets encouragement from his buddies, and then gets back in there for the second one. Again, trying to make it a 2-point game. He shoots. He got that one. 18 now for Heckman. That is a career high. He comes out because Warsaw's in defense, and he's got 4 fouls. Theo Catras back in. Every possession, every pass now feels like it's critical. Bechtel to the center circle, takes it across, gets it to Hogan. Left side to Worthman. He's guarded by Theo Catras. Bounces it out for Bechtel against Sim Fuqua. Drives into him. Lobs it out of bounds! He's had it slip out of his hands. He tried to tip it to the corner. He tipped it right to Tom Edgar in the front row.
Yes, he did, and he tried to float it down into the corner, and it just floated too far, and the Tigers get a big break on the bad pass by Goshen here at a critical time.
Nick Catras into Gould in the backcourt. 1:25 left to go. White knuckle time here in the NOLA Links Conference on a Friday in early January. Heckman out top, Nick Catras. Right side, Sim Fuqua, who has not scored since halftime. And Gould's only got 3 points. Right side, Heckman. Out top, Simfukwe. Puts it on the floor. Hands it back to Nick Catras. Now to Heckman. Right sideline to Gould, right in front of the Warsaw bench. Back to Heckman. They dare him to shoot. He fakes. He starts down the lane. He throws it to Simfukwe, who lost on the layup. And it's off the rim, no good. And it's grabbed by Worthman. Another wide open layup. And the Tigers mishandle the ball. And Goshen wants time and gets it with 47 seconds left to play. Timeout, Redhawks. 46-44. We're back in 30 seconds on News Now Warsaw.
That ice could be forming, but now is the time to dream ahead to next year for a great time on the water with help from Splendor Boats. If this past summer you thought about taking your family's summer to the next level, make plans now to see the experts at Splendor. You can buy your pontoon, custom-built catamaran, or boat accessories at Warsaw's only marina on East Winona Avenue, or visit the original Splendor Boats location on State Road 15 in Silver Lake, and online at SplendorBoatsWarsaw.com. Splendor Boats thanks you for a great year and looks forward to serving you even better in the years ahead.
You're listening to the Warsaw Tiger Radio Network. 99.7 FM, 1480 AM. NewsNowWarsaw.com.
46-44. Tigers by 2, but Goshen got a stop, and they have the ball at the far end, and Deacon Hill will throw it in. Goshen has one timeout left. Warsaw has 2. And Hill gets the ball, and Gould will guard him. And he'll bounce it into the backcourt, and Bechtel's got it. He's been huge for them in the fourth quarter. Bechtel, right side to Hill, drives down in, spins, leans in, offensive foul! Offensive foul! Gould took another one, and that's 5 on Hill. He's out. And the officials don't realize it. Dave Spencer called the foul, but then didn't look over. Nate Howard standing there pounding out the open hand to say 5 fouls.
And that was a good call. Jackson Gould held his position. Hill tried to make a spin move, and he spun right into the chest of Jackson Gould.
Hard.
Jackson's
been known to embellish. There was no embellishment on that one. Timeout, Tigers. I have them now for 1 left. We're going to keep it here with 37 seconds left. Warsaw still leading 46-44. And you got to believe that Michael Wolford's going to use this time to set up how to press Warsaw full court and try to force them into a turnover.
Well, he has to. And the Tigers, this is one of those times of the game where you got to take care of the ball. And Goshen's going to be chasing. They're going to come at you. They're going to trap you. They're going to do everything within their power to see if they can't cause a turnover here. So Warsaw's got to handle the ball well, and if and when, they got to knock down their free throws.
An update, Northridge, after 3, leads Northwood 41-35.
How about that?
Shaw says that the Jacobs kid from Northridge is just having an incredible game, that Northwood's not been able to stop him.
Wow.
So,
okay.
Here, Warsaw leads by 2, and they have the basketball with 37.7 left. Warsaw has struggled at times in these situations where they have to handle the ball. They get caught from behind. They get the ball flipped away. They lose it in traffic. They try to dribble in places they should. Now Heckman to throw it in. He's got to stay in one spot. Gould races up the sidelines and catches it. Now he clears everybody out. He's got Bechtel right there next to him. And now Gould's going to be double teamed to the backcourt. He will jump a pass across the line to Heckman. Heckman will be grabbed and fouled. Worthman with his 3rd. And I believe that's 10. So it should be penalty time here for Heckman and the Tigers. And these and every other thing that will happen now in the next 26 seconds are huge. Drew with a career high 18 points. Shooting 2. First one's up and in. 19 for Heckman.
Hopefully that puts him at ease here on this next one. The second one's always easier than that first one.
That one kind of limped in there a little bit, didn't it?
It really did. He shot it up there nice and soft, fortunately.
Now to make it a 2-possession game. It's up there. It's good. 20 points for Drew Heckman. 48-44. Goshen with the ball. They've got 1 timeout left. Hogan off a high screen. He'll drive right, got around Winchester, shoots it, Gould blocked it out of bounds. It'll be along to Goshen with 17.5 left. Again, Goshen does not need 3. They're down by 4 and they have a timeout left. They just want a bucket. Alford to the scores table to check in. He's in for Subera, who came in for Hill, who fouled out. Bechtel to throw it in. Simfukwe guarding the inbounder. Watch for Eldridge. And they get it out to Hogan. 16 seconds. Hogan off a screen, open and shooting and hitting a three-pointer. Hogan from NBA range on the left has made it 48-47. Warsaw by 1 with 11 seconds to go.
And that's exactly what Goshen needed in that situation, because now they can foul quickly, and even if Warsaw knocks down both the free throws, this is still a one-possession game. So Goshen's going to come with the pressure. They're going to try to steal the inbounds. If they don't get that steal, they're going to look to foul right away. So right now they're talking about who they want to try to foul. Warsaw's talking about getting the ball into the hands of their best free throw shooters.
Hogan now with 15 points. That's just above his average. He's hit 3 3-pointers tonight. He had 12 through 10 games.
So now for Warsaw, you got to worry about getting the ball inbounds, securing the ball. Once you knock down your free throws, then you got to defend the perimeter and make sure you put a little bit of pressure on the ball to force them to use time getting the ball up court.
Well, those first two things are a lot bigger than the other thing right now.
Yes,
they got to make sure and get this ball inbounds. And with 11.2 left, they do have to advance the ball past midcourt. Everybody at the other end. Very few seats occupied that are purchased. Heckman gets it into Winchester. Now up the sidelines, Gould, and he's hammered. I did not describe that very well. What they were trying to do was throw it out of bounds to another player out of bounds. And I thought Eldridge almost followed him out of bounds, and that would have been a technical, and that would have been a huge moment in this game.
Yeah, because Eldridge had 1 foot on the end line, actually reaching in across the end line.
They could have called something there. It would have been a delay of game and a warning. Gould now at the line, shooting 2. His team up by 1 with 10 seconds left. Jackson shoots and misses. Gould has missed his last 2. He has 10 points, 7 of those in the first half. And now Gould with 1 more to make it a 2-point game. He waits for the ball, he gets the ball. Dribbles once, twice, shoots it up there. He missed it short. Goshen with a rebound and a chance to win the game. Hogan across the line, 6 seconds, 5. Dribbles into Catras, crosses over, down the lane, off balance shot, no good. Tipped again, grabbed by Hickman. It's over! It's over! Tigers win! Michael Wolford out on the court. He thought that Hogan got fouled. No whistle. And Warsaw holds on for dear life and beats Goshen 48-47. Holy mackerel. What a comeback by the Redhawks. It comes up 1 point short. Post-game coverage begins next on News Now Warsaw.